What up, fans?
Pandemonium, the
Rule 1 Twisted Minds, that's what we're watching today.
By NF is now available in the featured shop, folks. Twisted Minds and Rule 1
How you guys
taking
doing?
on each other here. The two new guns, the two new names from the Middle East here at the World Championships, still alive. That changes here. One of these teams going home. They will say
crowd's
goodbye
insane.
to Germany and their hopes of holding the trophy. Welcome back to the desk. We've had a wonderful day so far.
I've seen some videos of the crowd.
You can hear the
crowd is absurd.
Up out there. It's a great sound, Shogun.
Yeah, absolutely is. I mean, I feel like the Vitality fans have taken over the KC hype.
What up, Sultan?
They're trying to get quite loud out there, which is fantastic to hear. But this match,
Falcons might be better than Rule 1. Yeah, I mean,
the teams that were directly involved in
all the MENA teams were looking pretty equal.
This event
If I'm being honest, coming into the World Championships.
It's a bit rude, really. This is how you pay Rule 1 back.
Falcons maybe even had some better results. So
Rule 1 with that top 4 finish.
Rule 1 just needs to be back to regular Rule 1.
Now could knock them out, or Rule 1 like, we sent you here, we're going to send you packing as well.
We could see two Middle Eastern teams in the playoff bracket, but
you want Twisted Minds to win? What the heck, man?
In Group A, folks.
What are you doing here then? Who do you think is going to win? If the same teams show up as did in their last games, Twisted Minds will win.
Their team's not even playing today. We'll see
But
them again tomorrow,
if
folks.
the best versions of both teams show up, Rule 1 will win.
Twisted Minds versus Rule 1. This one should be a banger, Bates.
Twisted Minds going up against Rule 1. Twisted Minds had a chance of making the Boston Major back last month, but they
live on
ended up
YouTube?
getting
Yeah, we're live on
reversed
YouTube. What up,
by
what up?
his Rule 1 squad had to go down and beat Falcons, ultimately to play Rule 1 again, and they lost down as well, 4-1. They want revenge.
Twisted Minds and Rule 1, they are each other's greatest supporters until now.
احنا راح نفوز لاننا افضل. احنا افضل لان عندنا هويه وعندنا اكثر من امكانيات كفرديه يعني او تيم.
احنا افضل كتفاهم وكسولو بلاي.
ما في استراتيجيه محدده نلعبها ضد رول 1 يعني نلعب لعبنا وحنفوز عليكم.
بنفجركم نضغطكم قدام ونفوز بكل سهوله.
Good luck.
Good luck.
And now
So nice to each other.
belongs to MENA.
All their trash talk was so generic.
Here comes Twisted Minds and Rule 1.
Why aren't you streaming on Rule 1's Twitch? Oh, they didn't want me to do it today. For the crowd days. You really didn't want them to play till top 8? Dude, this is intense. I mean, look at this walkout. This is the first match I've been able to watch today. Dude, it's intense. Huge stage as well. Who's first in line? Does anybody know? I know Senzo's in the middle. I know our team. I'm talking about Twisted Minds.
And the MENA region, they got redemption from the last World Championship. Last time around, only one
So
team
the swag,
made the main
dude.
event. This year, 3 teams, all 3 of them made it through. They're here at the main event. They have to knock each other out. Twisted Minds, MENA number 3 seed,
That's
but they
Venom.
still got it done in wild card
Okay,
with the
okay.
3 and 2. Rule 1, they got them there with the 3-0. So let's see what happens here. Twisted Minds, historically, very poor when they play Rule 1. The last 9 times they played, they won 1 time, Choke.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be an incredible matchup. I really just want to highlight how kind of cool this is. I mean,
Senzo
this
and
match
Lefty?
up is even happening for a region that has 1 major spot.
Upside
now
down
have a
mouse.
showcase
Actually,
match
a
on the
buyer
RLCS
play?
World Championship stage.
I didn't even think about
I'm
that.
sure these players are locked in. I'm sure.
I wonder
they're
if,
ready to
like,
go.
you leave the mouse
But
right
this,
up, like,
I feel,
'cause your
is
mouse
the
can
moment
control
that
your
the
car.
whole region is going to look back on very fondly.
And I have
This is a
just
very
never
proud
thought about
moment
that.
for this entire region and
Do
for
you guys
Twisted
turn your
Minds.
mouse over?
They thought they weren't
I don't think I've
even
seen
gonna
anybody
make
else do it
They
either,
needed a
but it
miracle.
seems
They
like
needed Rule 1 to get top 4
like maybe not the worst idea ever.
Rule 1 did just that, and to pay them back, they were like, we're
Senzo
gonna
is
show 'em in
Mina
wild
Justin?
card and show
Is
why
that right?
we have
Twisted
Mina
Minds
here
is a
with
good
3
match.
teams
Should be an
in the main
exciting
event.
set.
Unfortunately, they might have to
Hopefully
pay back
not,
further.
dude. Hopefully
They're
Rule 1
probably
can
not gonna
crush. I'm obviously
W, the
rooting for
best
Rule 1.
player on their team in the series against Gen G, averaging 453 points. Venom, the catalyst, Jorby's best player on the squad. He started off a little slow, only averaging 300. He's got to be better, have way better numbers in the wild card. You expect him to do so now, but now As we move over to the other side of the stage.
Isn't that crazy that this audio seems like it's changing all the time?
I can't tell which one's okay.
That's Killer Hears.
We got Killer. This is the offensive juggernaut of a player. He is often overshadowed.
Are you going to stand and cross your arms if the team needs it?
The Mina
team needs it.
MVP for the whole entire year. Well deserved by him.
You thought Senzo was on Falcons? Senzo was on Sandrock Gaming, and then he was a sub for Falcons. But actually, they weren't called Falcons. They were still called Sandrock Gaming. So,
including this man.
And then you got Mawson in the middle. He had to go up against Senzo in the face-to-face. And Senzo, he's been
can you do a Dark versus Yan match? Probably not. That's South America versus Middle East.
Is the key to the team. You got the twins on the outside to his right and to his left, but he holds it all together. He's the guy in the midfield. He's the Itachi of the roster.
Then Roas, the 1v1 prodigy, the defensive MVP.
Dude, why is Roas not leaning forward?
We know what he's going to provide on the field. He's going to
Why is he sitting regular? That has me worried.
10 defense. How does Twisted Minds get by him?
There we go. All right, now he's locked in. there it is.
He's going to have a target on his back, though, this entire series.
Now he just locked in. We saw the moment that the lock-in happened.
And if you can't get the ball past him, you might as well get rid of him.
That's right. Rule 1, they actually had a little bit of a slow-ish series when they went up against G2. We had Johnny on the dead. He was saying, G2, they got to get it. They haven't shown me anything. Haven't beaten Mina. Then he moved it. Haven't beaten EU. They haven't
We try and get another Dark show match and another First Killer show match? Yeah, for sure. Those guys want to play.
They arguably had the worst series that they played since
Roas is back. He's going to hate him in 20 years.
In Boston to now.
He can worry about that later.
We've seen how they bounce back.
And they don't want to pull Falcons from 2022.
Worry about getting dubs now.
They go to that spring major, make the grand finals, then they missed out on the playoff bracket. They want to show that they can do it in back-to-back events.
These two teams, I mean, they are the testament of...
Hey, Feer, why YouTube?
The MENA region saying,
I wanted to try YouTube streaming now.
We deserve more.
And
this
watch parties seems like a good time to do it.
They have brought to the World Championship to prove that they deserve that recognition. The best thing they can do here, Shogun, is put on the most spectacular match of the day.
For watch parties too at some point. I don't know.
Almost guaranteed it. But from what we have seen from these players,
but I kind of like the little bite-sized watch party, and then people can come back and watch the one match with us if they want to on the VODs.
Not out-endure the other. It is going to be about throwing the best that you've got.
And MENA's moved up to the 3rd best region. And honestly, they've been starting to be compared to North America even. Yes. So we'll see if they can continue these lower.
I wonder if he's talking about my tweet. You guys see my tweet about it?
To get there, and unfortunately, one of these teams will go home here, but the team that remains alive, they are a threat to make it through that playoff.
Listen, I understand they're all up right now. It's 7 o'clock where we're at, so I'm assuming it's about 10 in Saudi Arabia, 11, something like that. Every single MENA fan
they have a drum to coordinate themselves, man. Why is there a gray line on top of the screen?
You're really good, and I expect this matchup to be absolute fireworks back and forth. We saw last series, Falcons offensive firepower, secret defense. They won't be the case this time.
Here's the one X factor we have not talked. We've talked about the numbers, we've talked about the players, we've talked about previous results. None of the results for Twisted Minds have ever come in front of a crowd like this. Rule 1 has played in front of a crowd like this in Boston. First match in front of the crowd against Complexity and elimination match, and they actually managed to win it. Does that factor in, folks? Let us know if you think it does in the fan vote, hashtag TWIS, hashtag R1, depending on how you go. Gibbs, who you got?
How about now?
You got to go Rule 1. Based on history, it has to be them because the last times they
Great
played,
prediction. Great prediction.
Won once. And that was a 4-0 sweep, so I will give them that. But what we've seen in Boston,
I think it should be close to gone now.
We haven't seen Rule 1 perform yet, but I think here's where it begins for them.
Should be better now, right, chat?
Okay, look towards, so I guess I'm going.
You do watch parties on YouTube and show matches on Twitch. You like seeing occasional YouTube stream? Yeah, that's the plan.
If I get this one wrong, this
well, you're gonna go MENA either way, so you're fine.
In that, so yeah, but I gotta get it right. Okay, I gotta prove that I know just as much as Johnny.
Still there on the big screen.
Go with Gibbs. I'm going Rule 1. I just think they've got that little bit too
I see it a little bit.
I think that the other part of this as well is Twisted Minds. We have not seen them bounce back yet. Now they have to bounce back in front of a crowd. I am also going with Rule 1 on this one. Bates, is it all of us? It's been all of us for every prediction so far.
We've been right every single time.
We've been right every single time. Unfortunately, there's going to be 3 people on the desk who are incorrect because I am going to roll with Twisted Minds, and I'll tell you why. As long as they don't win the first game here, because they've gotten swept 4-0, they got reverse swept when they go up 2-0, they got reverse swept when they go up 3-0, but now, as long as they lose this game 1, I need Rule 1 to take game 1, and I think Twisted Minds, I think they've looked a little bit better.
I'm trying to fix it, but
We
you're struggling to find good watch parties on Twitch, then you remember Feer streaming YouTube. Yo, yeah, dude, we got a W watch party here. Oh my goodness, 87%.
4 games in a
Love
row,
to see
folks. It is Twisted Minds, not at the favor on the desk, not the favorite in chat, but the favorite in their own hearts, and they're going to be fighting.
Twisted Minds were good, man. It's nowhere near as much as everyone's saying.
The Middle East has demanded more recognition, and here in Dusseldorf, these two teams have earned it for themselves and for their fellow competitors back home. But now, their stories clash. Here, there can only be one. Law and Order versus Madness. The Decree versus the Decay. Rule 1 versus Twisted Minds begins now.
Sheesh. Who's commentating for us?
A regional dispute has spilled
James?
onto international grounds. Rule 1, the #1 seed from MENA will face down Twisted Minds,
Dude,
who
the arena looks
through the
insane.
wild card to be here.
The arena looks sick.
Off the pitch, but we are well and truly on it now.
We got
As
Cole.
this day continues,
Cole and
the
James.
crowd is here, the players are down there waiting to compete.
Feer should have been a commentator.
Normally,
Hey, maybe
James,
next
this one,
time.
though, it goes the way of Rule 1.
It really does. Rule 1 has been dominant in this matchup, dominant in their region.
I just
want
wanna
to
see
top 4
a-
in Boston. They are the reason
I wanna see actual
Twisted
Rule 1.
Minds were even able to play at the World Championship. Rule 1 is without a doubt the favorite here.
Twisted Minds, though, it's always different on stages like these, sure. Rule 1 has that extra experience.
I think
They
Rule
beat
1's lost to
complexity
Twisted
in the
Minds
Spring Major.
on a LAN.
They've played in front of crowds before.
Oh wait,
so
guys,
has
all
Twisted
this
Minds.
adjustment that I've
Such
made,
a
I feel
great
like it
LAN
looks way worse
environment
now.
over there in the Middle East. So many teams bubbling to the surface, and these are the two best of the
Oh, wait,
rest,
maybe I just
including
need to,
Falcons.
Seeing some good possession here early for Rule 1. The back pass to Mostyn. One for the air dribble. We saw a lot of air dribble bump success in Boston from Rule 1. This event, they have been struggling to get their offense
go.
going.
Senzo on
There
the
we
ball
go.
right there, a man
Perfect.
who stepped in for
Beautiful.
Sandrock Gaming back in fall of last
MVP
year.
prediction
He'd
for this
already quit
match?
the game at that point, coming back and showing just what it would have been missing had he not done so.
I think
It's a
it'll be
decent start
Rawas.
here for Twisted Minds, starting fast, showing their pace, not looking like they're stretching.
Will you stay for the
themselves,
phase moist?
which is what
I haven't
happened to them
decided
so
yet. I haven't
often
decided yet.
before. They had to make it deep into the Swiss in order
There's a
to
good chance
qualify.
we just do this one today.
Almost reverse swept out of the Swiss. Twisted Minds have had to fight tooth
Can you
and
turn
nail
up the
to
game
get
sound?
here.
Yeah, I can turn
Now
that
have
up a
a
little
chance.
bit.
SMW up, goes for goal, and there's a save from Rawas.
Showing the danger of Twisted Minds straight away. There's a follow-up as well from a Twisted Minds player. SMW keeps the attack
little
going.
Jay?
Does he have a pass in the middle? He gets it over the top. Ruas, one of the best defenders in the world, is able to just leave that ball alone. But it's early warning signs from Twisted Minds.
And Rawas also deadly on the offensive end. We saw a wonderful double tap from Rawas against G2, even though Rule 1 was not able to win that series. Oh, there's the tangle on the goal line. Rule 1 now trying to fight their way out.
Rule 1 from their one series so far, leading this
Watch
tournament.
the roll
in
this
save
stream for the
percentage.
face
There was
match.
a couple of shaky moments in front of their own goal
Yeah,
line.
I think I have moist
While
in
we
that
expect
match.
from them experimenting, this more aggressive play style, maybe
Players
leading them
can
into one
quick
or two
chat, you
problems.
just won't see it.
The best
Only the other
defensive
players
series
will
is
see
a long
it.
old thing, and while they've started
The
second
observers
best,
have it turned off.
won't be scared just yet. Venom might change that. He elicits Fear. He gets the flip reset. Ruas closes him down, and Senzo has to sweep up.
Senzo stretching high for that. This could be a chance here for Rule 1, but excellent defense there from SNW. Now Venom going airborne, looking for his first goal of the group stage. When bounces
ooh,
off
that
the
was scary.
backboard, still a chance. Flip reset, double tap attempt. That's going to go wide.
That probably just
Rule
needs to be a
1 living a
shot.
charmed life at the moment. Mina's best team on paper, but Twisted Minds are looking like they're just that little bit better. Venom gets past one of them. SMW into the center.
Nice
Could be 1-0. What a block
save.
there.
Thank
Another
goodness
couple
the
of
finish was weak.
opportunities go awry.
And you saw what they wanted to do. They wanted to slow down that shot, try to lure the defense into lunging past the ball, but good composure from Rule 1, whose defense continues to perform.
Yeah, Rule 1, they're trying to take everything down
Rule
to
1
the
were
ground.
not
Take these touches
playing
and
aggressive
dribble it past Twisted Minds, but Twisted Minds
against
are stacking
G2.
the defense.
And I don't know. I
Currently, Rule 1
don't
are
think
falling
that
for
that
it,
was
going for
like
these low
credit to
50s.
G2. I
That's
think
exactly what TM want.
that was mostly Rule
Venom
1.
Trying to push this ball up. SMW
Like nervous.
thinking about setting it up. Senzo now goes. Sends it out to the corner. We are still scoreless. This
Why aren't
game's
you live
been
on
neck and neck.
Twitch?
Not many scoring
Because I'm
chances.
live on YouTube.
Rule 1 getting demoed there. Rawas taken out by SMW. Now Venom Trying
Nice
to pop it up
read.
and over, but a great
1v1,
challenge
imagine.
from Boston, who has no boost to get up and over that ball.
Kalias keeps it going though. SMW can only get it as far as the center where Ruas is waiting. Mosan does the same. He knows that Senzo can clear this one in the end. Lets it drop to Kalias. Rule 1 starting to mount an attack. Can they keep it going? That's been the question so far in game 1. Twisted Minds are coming away with every loose ball, and that will be the same again. Rule 1, where is your passing?
Ruas gets it around 1. Oncoming defender. Kalias, the MVP for Mina.
Nice.
For the pass in, but that's
Okay,
broken up.
it's Ruas
Could be a
back.
numbers advantage here for Twisted Minds.
Dude,
Gets
such a
shut down
nice
again
save.
from Ruas. That
It's not
shot,
easy.
and roll right over to
but
Kalias.
You just don't even think about the fact that they were in a tough spot because Ruas just immediately ends it with one
over
save.
and over again. Ruas just slows things down. That's what Rule 1
Oh,
needs to
that's
do,
in.
but it's backfired.
Wow.
And the challenge makes it TM 1-0.
And that's the first goal for Venom in the group stage. He snipes it out. A little bit anticlimactic. You saw the touch from Ruas.
Wow,
Got away
it wasn't
from
even
him,
50.
perhaps trying to roll that ball
Ruas
up the wall.
just gave it to him.
And Venom saw that touch be a bit out of control. It jumped right on it.
Venom and Twisted Minds show they're not just pace merchants. They can challenge with the best of them, not fall for Rule 1's tricks. And now Rule 1 have to up the pace themselves. Senzo's in the air. Out there to Mossen.
Ruas was like a brick wall, but
this could be something for Rule 1.
Well, there's a bump as
I mean,
well.
it was his defensive mistake, probably.
Ruas used up all the boost. Nice touch, though.
Nice. Oh, wow.
Trying to power his way through. But unfortunately for Rule 1,
Get
comes
in,
up
get
empty-handed.
in.
Now the
Ooh,
rebound out,
save.
and that's blocked by SMW.
Ending it with a swarm of attack here from Rule 1. They go again. Mossen.
Come on, Mossen.
SMW in front of him. That one's going to fall to the ground. Ruas is there. Can he get the pass round the corner? No, he can't, because Senzo charges him.
Sheesh.
Twisted Minds take a nervy game.
Whenever the
1.
sound music is on,
You
it
know,
feels too loud.
This is really
Do you think Vitality
what
is winning
we've seen
Worlds?
From Rule 1 when they've struggled
Yes, for sure.
offensively,
Although
they just
Crack
cannot
under
get
pressure
anything going.
and other teams
And
adapt
you
to
look
them.
to Kalias to
Not
be
that one.
spark, to be
I think
that
they'll win
player.
Worlds.
One of the top
They did
scorers in
lose, though.
Boston,
They
top
did lose at the
5
major,
in
and you can't
scoring.
lose in this format.
Was a key part of their offense, but it was
You know, Vitality had to
missing out there.
kind
Twisted
of like
Minds,
lose in the semis and
it
then
looked
come
like
back
a
or whatever.
routine game for them.
Can't do
They
that
really
this time.
didn't have that many chances where you're thinking, oh, maybe Twisted Minds will get scored on. They had that game locked
Or
down.
they did lose in the
they
winners
did.
finals.
They had fewer ball touches, but overall, even though they had to
Might have
make
lost
4
winners
saves,
finals.
you never really felt like Rule 1 were gonna.
No, they might have lost early because BDS beat them, right? It was BDS Army, I think, for the winners
It
finals.
certainly was, and we see on the Mobile 1 high performance replay that touch that got away from Ruas. That was all it took to give Twisted Minds enough space to barge their way through to get that first win. And you even saw on the
Rule 1
scoreboard
gotta shake
there
it off,
briefly
man.
the amount of demos in favor of Twisted Minds.
Oh, they have. Look at all the
getting very
Vitality
aggressive.
jerseys.
This
Holy
is-
cow! They just put
this
them right
does not
behind the
look like
Vitality
the same
squad.
Rule 1 that we saw in Boston, Cole.
I mean, it hasn't for a little while as well. It's the same story that we saw from them against G2 those couple of days ago, where they just don't seem to be that terrifying version of themselves that we know that they can be, that ascended them to the top of this great region of Middle East and North Africa. They have to talk to each other. They have to turn it around. The good news, James, best of 7, long match.
A lot of time, and we've seen it before. I mean, even with Twisted Minds up against the Falcons, you really just can never count the game and the series over.
That's right. I
Twisted
forgot
Minds
Falcons had the
trying to do
insane
something
reverse
great,
sweep.
trying to take down the top seed out of Mina. Perhaps surprised to even find themselves here in Dusseldorf. And what
Imagine
a thanks that
Rule
would be,
1
Cole, to knock out the team that got you here.
Yeah, I was gonna
What a
say
thanks. I mean,
that
what a tale it
Rule
would be
1
as well,
gets them
Twisted Minds.
to the
I
major
mean,
or gets
what's
them
the
to the World
conversation
Championships, and then we get knocked out by them.
So long.
Like, we take it back. Rule 1 doesn't want to have a good result
They
anymore.
put all the pressure on. It's almost 1-0 at the start of game 2.
Today is Venom and SMW's birthday. Oh my goodness, Kalias, what a save.
Rule 1 show they can defend.
Great defense there from Kalias.
We've always
but
been
again,
able to
low
defend.
boost.
Well,
Trying to
except
50
against
as much as
G2.
possible. Boston will keep the attack going. Retreat from Kalias allows him to get that boost. Now going airborne. Heading for net. SMW and Senzo get tied up.
Double
They both
commit.
go for the
Maybe.
ball.
Maybe.
Now backward pass.
Ooh.
The double tap
Nice
as well.
double.
It sets it up, but it looked like Kalias was also bumped. Now backwards. Not able to keep that attack going.
Oh,
and the
Mawson.
attack will fizzle out.
Mossen, who's so used to being
Not
sidelined
the
by the
birthday
Twins,
buff?
the player
Yeah,
that
it's not
everyone
even
talks
fair.
about. He was very impressive back in Boston. He has to be so again now, but it's Kalias who has the attack.
Follow up.
Over the top from Venom.
So soft.
Venom can recover in time and pick up some boost. Still 0-0. Both teams had
The
chances.
suspense is too high.
Didn't have the power on that shot. SMW Safely tapping it to the corner. Rawash going for the infield pass.
Nice. Oh, dude. It had blue trail.
Mawson going for a 50.
So that was a save.
50 gets help from Clears. It bounces straight up off the ceiling.
The L is setting up a Nupo pickup. I've said before that Nupo might just go to whoever team's best.
Able to get to that ball in the midfield.
Ooh, nice Clears.
It all came from a Twisted Minds bump in the center.
When's my baby due? Late October.
Getting each other's way. Then poor old Venom. It ends up spooning over the top of him, and Kalia scores the open net.
And I think Venom was surprised that Clears turned
I
into
think
that ball.
Nupo could be like
a moment there.
Like a Zen situation where
thinking that
anybody in their right mind would trade somebody on their team for Zen.
Getting a crazy touch that helps out Rule 1 on that play.
Nupo could be that intense.
Able to get on the board finally. Off that excellent effort there.
You're pregnant? Yeah, that's how they answer that. Yes.
So far, Twisted
yeah, I have a kid coming.
Have been swept from 3-0 up, have been swept from 2-0 up, and have been swept from 0-0. The only scoreline they haven't conceded 4 games in a row against has been 1-0 up. T-Base warned them on the desk not to win the first one. They made that mistake, and Rule 1 are coming back, but they have to defend now. Venom past a couple of them. Ruas in the corner. He's so comfortable in those situations. Keeps it at 1-0.
But certainly is going to be remembering the only goal last game, and there's another.
Wow, just dunked him.
And Venom will capitalize again.
Twisted Minds prove once again they do not care about fate or our narrative.
Needed Killers to touch it. Needed Killers to touch it. Why don't pros flip it to the ball? But instead they just get a soft shot.
That doesn't matter here. That doesn't matter.
We didn't talk about
doesn't matter in the lower bracket.
The situation you're referring to. It's Killers. Yeah, it is Killers.
Venom has been that
it seems like it's kind of both, but the Mina squad definitely calls him Killers. Without the double E.
Going for a bump, lands the bump. Now a shot for Senzo. Senzo cleans up.
Class from Venom. The flip reset was a little bit in front of him, but he didn't give up on the play. Instead, he gets 2 of them out the way.
I mean, the whole team was over there.
Senzo's there, and Senzo scores.
And where you're wondering where the challenge is. Rule 1 had 2 players in the exact same spot. The one that didn't go, well, guess what? They get bumped.
Now, Twisted Minds with the lead again. They will be incredibly happy how this series is going.
All right, now it's time to set caution to the wind. You know, just like
all the history of the region.
Bring out the real Rule 1.
He gets it going again for Rule 1, but where is his boost? He has to dodge
no
into it, and he's
to be
taken out the
hesitant
game
anymore.
as well. There's more demos in the corner. The game becoming a little bit scrappy, and I tell you what, Twisted Minds.
Yeah, time to pop off. Time to get a little pop off.
Down, but he can't quite connect again. It remains 2-1.
You see a lot of flipping into the ball. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they don't flip into the ball, so you just have to know what situation this person's talking about.
Out of the way. Rawas trying to force
your wife is also pregnant? Yo, Grant, I just saw that.
Venom.
Congrats, bud.
Shut down, but possession back in the hands of Senzo, who lobs it towards the backboard. Controlled by Rawas. Rawas up and over SMW. Now another good 50. Mawson creeping in, now goes for goal. It's going to be wide. Looking for that rebound play. This one wrapping around the net, up above the bar. SMW air dribbling it out to the side. It's stopped back out to the middle, and Senzo will boom it downfield.
Wow, what a clear back. That was
an insane pitch. Take it to the skies.
We're getting touches, but they're not even in our favor. all the touches we're getting are in their favor. Okay, that's it. That's a bucket. Nice.
And this now, a mistake here from Twisted Minds. You saw Senzo not able to get a touch on the ball. Venom, I think, panicking.
Yeah, I don't know what Venom was thinking.
Not having much time to react. Ends up putting it right into the hands of Rule 1.
A little bit of inexperience there from Twisted
Are you a big
Minds.
Rule 1 guy? Yeah, all about Rule 1.
Maybe the first time that it
we
does
need
make
prime
a
Rawas.
But Senzo will let that one roll.
Yeah, that wasn't even necessarily prime Rawas. That was just Venom handing us the ball. Prime Rawas would have been him hitting that double that he tried to set up earlier. Like that, if we could just hit that stuff, wouldn't even be close. And that's the kind of stuff that we can hit. I say we. They can hit.
Keeping it in the corner. And you can see the aggression again. Venom bumping Rawas off the ball. This is a shot opportunity. Backward rebound, but Clears. Oh, he gets demoed. Space now for Venom, who passes to Senzo. Senzo will opt to take it up the wall. Now off the ceiling.
Why are we not challenged? Like,
but the shot will go wide.
Venom keeps it going though. The attack continues.
If James can get excited about the cast, it means we're not challenging them fast enough. You know what I mean?
Maybe sensing over overtime.
Like he senses something good is coming. That's because we're sitting there letting them set it up.
Downfield, will Senzo keep it in play? He does. Gives up the ball. And
Drop down.
Austin
Drop down.
will drop it down. Overtime. Game 2. Tied 2-2. Rule 1 looking to get one.
Can they do it? Have to get themselves on the scoreboard.
Dude, so passive. So unbelievably passive. Like, am I insane for saying that? Or is Killier's just like
Demoed again. And there's a long
not wanting to
shot.
attack the ball?
Austin
Just seems like he wants to float behind it.
SMW lays off. Now Venom moves in. And that demo did Venom
Come on,
get that
Killers.
boost? It looks like no, but still managed to get that demo.
Sends over touch. Pass from Rule 1
Your
players.
best when you, oh, come on, Killers. There it is. Oh, what is no way. There we go. Mawson, dude, he says I'll do it myself, man. If you guys can't finish it, I will.
Venom, 0 boost, just trying to hit the ball off
My
the goal
goodness.
line when there was nobody oncoming. That was a scary situation to be in, but needed to just take a moment and calculate if there was a way to get it out. But Rule 1, that was overwhelming pressure at the end, and they managed to win that overtime. It looked shaky for them still, but they'll be happy to walk away with a game win.
Yeah, Rule 1 have got to clean it up, man. Even if they win this game, like they got to be in the zone where they're beating Twisted Minds by a lot more. They want to go far. Who do they have? They have SSG if they win.
There's another Rule 1 player there.
SSG's playing pretty good.
The version of them we saw in Boston and we've seen throughout the season.
But I think with a bit of a warm up, they can beat them.
Rule 1 at their
They need to realize the
power
pushes are
level.
working and then
This
just go
one,
for
you
it.
know, a result of
Now Rule 1 can chill. Now they won't be
clear off the
nervous.
goal line right there. You saw
I mean, that's not how it worked on
SMW
the
with
G2
a
game. I
ball
think
there.
Rule 1 won
They're
a
taking
game
little
against
bit
G2
more
and
time
still
on that ball, but
they
hitting
looked
it right up
nervous.
front of net with 0 boost, that is a death
Killier's,
sentence.
I agree.
And Twisted
Killier's
Minds
just needs
will
to
pay the
remember
price
that he's
for
the
it, but
MVP,
Rule
man.
1, you know, they came in as the #1 seed. They have a dominant
He thinks that the
record
Toyota
against
Camry
this
is the best
roster.
car.
6-1 in
But
the
he won't play it.
head-to-head. But right now,
Probably because his
Twisted
teammates give him
Minds
crap
are
like
hanging
everyone
in there.
else.
Senzo, who thinks that the Toyota Camry is the best car. Just in general, there is no better car, apparently, than a Toyota Camry. A controversial opinion for any petrol heads out there, but...
Oh, maybe he
you know,
just thinks
Senzo's
it's
welcome to it, and
he's talking about in real life.
Twisted Minds,
Isn't there like a
despite losing
Camry?
that game,
I don't know if
were
there's a
the
Camry in
only disappointment of the series so
I'm
far.
trying to, no, I guess there's
They're hanging
Honda
right in
cars.
there.
There's, I don't know if there's any Toyota
Rule 1.
cars.
Still trying to find that
I like how I just
solution
assumed that
with
every
the
car
offense
is
that
in
they're
Rocket
leading
League.
on.
It's like there's so many.
Over to Rowas, the 50. And Senzo will save it off the bar and a hit over to safety by SMW. Venom with boost. They're trying to keep it going, doing wonderful. Also snacks the mid. Has
Definitely
SMW
most reliable.
waiting for the pass
I love a good
infield,
reliable
but
car.
Mostyn will take him out with a demo.
Happening more and more regular though for Twisted Minds, having to have heroics in defense. That back line being met over and over. Mawson tries to make
Mawson's
it
the
happen
man,
again,
dude.
but
Mawson's
Venom
been playing
backwards is able to
really
get away,
well.
at least for
Nice
now.
pass. Killier's
Passing
bump.
play emerging.
Nice demo.
Killier's
Oh, it's
takes
getting
that
huge
one, but
cleared.
Senzo was waiting and Senzo can boom.
Nice demo in the midfield. Twisted Minds able to stop that
Dude,
attack in its
SMW is
tracks.
so
And there's another
fast,
goal.
dude. What an insane play.
Every time Rule 1 does not
I was
get
looking
the
at the
best of it,
AI,
Venom is there to finish the job.
and it wasn't, I mean, that was SMW, right? I mean, sure, credit to Venom. Venom's going to get like most of the credit for that in terms of statistically, but that was just an insane beat by SMW. So fast.
It really has felt like they've dictated the tempo of this series so far.
The Toyota is the least likely to be found in the shop. Exactly.
Venom.
Family man gonna need a minivan.
Yeah, chance for a pinch there.
Yeah, maybe
Twisted
one
Minds
day.
starting to have some fun now. That's what we want to
We'll
see.
see.
The flair on top of the pace. on top of the
SMW,
lead,
Venom, and Nupo.
On top of the pushes forward. Mostyn though will clear it. Killier's is there. He has a teammate
They're gonna
in the
hate
middle.
on
Is it maybe too obvious?
Senzo,
the passing
dude.
was for SMW. He knew what they were cooking. And then he's taken out for good luck.
Rowas trying to use up all his boost to run away. Still wasn't able to dodge that demo. Now Killier's heavy first touch. Will just have to 50 it over. Mostyn getting bumped off the ball.
Oh,
Venom
dude,
and SMW
it
both,
sucks.
in
Rowas
danger
doesn't want to
getting
go,
tangled
but
up,
like,
SMW doing well to clear that to a safe spot.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
good comms. Good call from SMW, but the ball will come right back at them. Venom
Mawson,
avoided
that's a
Rowas.
scary
It's a challenge
beat,
from
'cause if you
SMW.
don't win it-
Senzo's in, using his Octane, not quite the Toyota that's the best car. Venom has Senzo in the middle. Can he find him? Instead he goes solo. Twisted Mind starting to do that a little bit more.
Sounds like
now.
Cole maybe is a Camry in the game or not? I feel like it isn't, right? But I don't know, man. You wish you could play as a Subaru Outback? Yeah.
And they are reading Rule 1 like a book right now.
And you can see how
Camry is in the game. Oh, okay. See, there it's not. Wait. See, there you go. Looks like I'm not crazy for thinking. At least chat is
They've kept this ball locked
not
in the corner.
sure.
Now it's the shot forces a double commit from Rule 1. Ball back to SMW. Lobbing
It
to
is
the corner.
from
Back
NASCAR.
towards net. Nobody's home. But you see,
my goodness.
the defense able to get back just in time. SMW slowed down
Come on.
the approach.
The ball just would not fall. They were praying.
Oh,
for
there
it
we
to
go,
happen,
Moss.
Twisted
Dude,
Minds,
Senzo's the man.
And they weren't so lucky. Rule 1. They were the ones whose prayers
Ross
were
is
answered.
nothing.
They
Yeah,
keep
it's
on going
actually
as well.
zero.
Ross over Venom.
You can just tell.
Looking a little bit outpaced right
Otherwise,
now.
you'd be playing that so much
Himself back in the
faster.
game.
It comes in the NASCAR bundle. Chat always knows, man. Chat are a bunch of geniuses. They always know.
By SMW, and a demo will clear things up. Venom finally has a clear shot on the ball. It's saved by Ruas.
No chat on
Demo has
screen.
gained so much ground for Twisted Minds.
Boom.
Allowed Twisted Mind to move up. Steal
That's you
that
guys,
mid
right?
boost, and keep the attack going.
Now you are on
Now
screen.
Rule 1, hoping that flick will do something. It's shut down early, clears. Back in around Senzo, a little late to the ball. Rawas now moving in, Mawson in the middle. There's the pass. Mawson going for the double, bounces straight down. Venom had it. Clears only a single small pad to work with. And that slowed down, but now the defense breaking up for Twisted Minds.
I was gonna say, are there any shooters there?
Wasn't able to get that cleared out.
Nah, keep chat off screen. I can make it a bit smaller. It does look a bit big.
Little boost though. Rarely seeming stretched despite the fact that Rule 1 are controlling everything on the pitch. Ruas, he's got 100. He's taking it all the way over the top, but SMW met him in the air.
But it could be nice.
What it's gonna lead to, though, is one more attack for
Especially
Rule
because I
1.
don't know if
Senzo
does
comes
YouTube
in,
do
Twisted
chat
Minds
replay when
stepping
people are
up,
watching on the
one man
VOD.
after the other.
This way
Finally,
people
Venom
know
breaks
like
free.
what I'm referring to
Ruas takes the
when I'm
touch,
talking
and
about
Rule 1 are gonna go again.
different chats.
It's mounting, but Twisted Minds are making it so difficult for Rule 1.
Mawson finding Rule
chat
1.
boosts team morale. Yeah, exactly.
Breakout
That's why we need it.
opportunity here, Rule 1.
Come on,
There's the air dribble
Roas.
rebound out. Mawson.
Clears W speed.
There's a shot back. Can Rawas get back? No!
L speed,
He
unfortunately.
can't. Twisted Minds now have some insurance.
In the second game, Rule 1 equalized, and they took the overtime in dominant fashion. This time, Twisted Minds.
Tough, man.
Say no overtime
I mean,
this time around.
I don't know if
We
I
will show
disagree.
much
We
patience,
like have
which for a
to
team that relies on pace
try and
is
score some goals.
incredibly impressive
Can't just
game
like
control.
sit in net the entire
Twisted
time.
Minds playing with confidence.
But I mean, I was telling you, dude, Twisted Minds look
Even
good.
though he's bumped, battles
Against
back
Gen
to the
G, they
ball.
looked good.
Senzo looking for a pass, dodged a bump himself. This will go over his head. Venom back to the corner. High hit from Mawson. Clears. Trying to take it back down to the ground, but didn't have the time. S&W shutting that down.
Venom could be launching a third here. He chases it down. Mawson, how do you avoid the dunk? He does on that occasion. But SMW yet again, every second gone is another victory right now for Twisted Minds. Ruas avoids the demo.
SMW is the man, dude. I want to go back and look at this rocket science again
Twisted
because
Minds.
it
looks like
was
they have
saying that
another game in
SMW is
bag.
not the man, at least so
Rule
far in this
not able to
tournament.
score a single goal, shut down and shut out. Rule 1.
Like,
the offense
a lot of people had
continues to plague 'em. Twisted
Venom as the
Minds,
best
they
player.
are in the zone.
And there he is, scoring what I would consider a useless goal.
Every second, but Twisted Minds had constant answers.
But probably
until
helps
Venom
him.
just puts the cherry on top
You guys
of
see this?
Twisted Minds'
This is
best
the AI ranking
performance
so far as of the
the
last
day.
game.
As it's hotting on, the team that made it through
TRK is the
wild card
freaking man.
are improving. They're getting better and better.
But Senzo is actually the
Rule 1
best
haven't
Twisted
seen a
Minds player.
Minds that looks like this before.
They really haven't.
Of course, no one on Rule 1 because all they've done is lose.
Venom really, to me, has been the key for Twisted
Zen
Minds. Came
is the
into
freaking
this
man,
series, did not score
per
a single
usual.
goal. First series in the group stage, and then comes out and has been putting on a show.
But yeah, Rule 1's
Every
gotta
time
figure it
Rule
out, man.
1
I don't know.
Makes a touch that's less than ideal. Venom is there to cause damage.
Rule 1 need to start taking chances to get back in the game because sitting. Yeah, but they kind of did. That's how they got that second goal scored on him. Is Killers took a chance that probably wasn't taken earlier. Probably turns back and plays passive earlier today, and it's just like doesn't matter, man.
Seeing what can be changed.
Khaled said on the Johnny Boy interview they will only eat McDonald's while in Dusseldorf. You think Rule 1 is doing the same? You think diet has the impact on gameplay? I mean, Falcons are playing well though. But yes, I think I forgot that they're just like teenagers, and the teenagers kind of just eat like, you know, chicken nuggets. Because we went out to a Indian restaurant
Well, James,
and
we could talk about it, but I'd rather hear what
I just forgot. They were like, yeah, these guys, like referring to the players, are only gonna want like some chicken or something. I was like, oh, forgot. Teenagers.
Snasky here, coach of Oxygen, to break down the match. So what's your analysis so far on this
Interesting.
matchup?
Why are we talking to Snasky?
And what would you be saying to the players, Jonas?
Well, I think both the teams look quite nervous, so I think I'd use this timeout to try and calm them down, make sure that they're feeling good, and especially for Rule 1, who's beaten their opponents this many times, you'd imagine that that's all they need. They know each other so well, so just make sure that everybody's relaxed, everybody's comfortable. Yeah, and it should be good.
I assume that this is the right timeout, because you said no matter what, a timeout's
The thing
coming
is,
after this.
Saudis
Why is it
need
so
to be
important
safe
for
with
them to
power
have a
and
timeout
food.
at this moment?
Well, it's a good way to reset your mentality.
Well, there were some
but
other
also to
Saudis
just
who were there
clean up
eating with
small
us,
errors.
who didn't seem to
And
be
as
as
I said,
restricted
they know each other very well, so
as the actual players.
they will definitely both know how they play.
You eat salad, you're the healthiest teenager
So
in the
yeah,
world.
like it's just
Good time for it. Okay, well, let's get back to the matchup with the casters.
Apologies, Snasky. Of course, Snasky was there with Leaf, and interesting points.
What's wrong with Rule 1?
In series where
I don't know, man. I don't know. At first, I was saying they were they were playing scared. It looked like they were playing scared against G2.
Honestly,
but they
Twisted
turned it
Minds
up.
Looked really confident. We saw some fakes in the corner.
I think it's come down
SMW, I remember
to
the play. He swerved
there's a
off the
couple
ball,
different
being quite bold, and now
couple different finishes and a couple different mechanical plays that Rule 1 normally hits that they've missed today and yesterday or 2 days ago. And I think it's just resulted in them like almost second guessing everything they do. That's an insane save. And because they're like second guessing and they don't feel comfortable and like confident, just like mechanically, they just aren't playing their game. Like it's insane to say, but like Killiers and Rawas, like they're due for like some insane double, like some really creative offensive play, like once a game. Oh, nice team play. He had to chip it over the first guy.
The physicality from Twisted Minds has been on that next level.
Any show matches there today? Probably not. If they were, they'd be on Twitch. You never know. Ooh, nice slot, dude. Mawson is kind of like picking the team up by their bootstraps, man. That's a nasty shot, Mawson. Why not at the event? Just a little bit too many events back to back. I can't go to all of them since this is not my job. Hopefully one day, maybe I can make every event under the guise of working them or something like that. But right now, all the way in Germany, and then I'm actually going to go to Saudi for Gamers 8. I couldn't have done all of them. You missed the old days when Senza was with Ahmad and Khaled? Good times. No way, dude. Thank goodness he missed. Thank goodness, dude. I swear SMW hitting that every other time. Is Zen playing today? No, Zen has the day off. Vitality has the day off. In fact, they might have 2 days off, honestly.
They're able to hold on now. Into a flip,
some players will not play until Sunday, but 2 of the semifinals will be on Saturday. So Austin ain't scared to me. He be going for the riskiest challenges. Yeah, he's playing well. Austin is our best player for sure so far today.
Venom. Hard hit downfield.
But I think that's a problem. I think if Rule 1 wants to win, the reality is that Mawson probably won't be the best player. Right? It'll probably be one of the twins. And if Mawson has to be the best player, then I could see it being like this, where it's a bit of a struggle because that means that Rawas and Killers aren't playing to the level they can.
Keeping composure, keeping control. That's the key to their victory right now against.
I think you should definitely get a career in casting, considering how good your show matches are. Yo, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. You guys are always going to be the nicest to me. This is my positive echo chamber here on my own stream, but I think I do a decent enough job. I'd certainly be interested in being on the RLCS, but very competitive. They already have a very big team. I try not to get too caught up and worried about that. If that ends up working out for me, then I'll be ecstatic. But I like streaming. I like streaming and doing show matches.
Oh, and again,
So
not controlled there.
if I had to pick one or the other, I've said it a few times, I would pick streaming and show matches. If I could just be a commentator or just be a streamer, I would definitely rather just be a streamer. Of course, it doesn't work that way. The reality is that if I did become a caster, I'd be able to do both. So.
Venom leaves that one for Senzo. I wondered if he could get an interlinking touch. He said he trusted his teammate, but the pass.
Your content is great. Either way, you're a huge figure in the Rocket League community. Yeah, it's, you know, I appreciate that sentiment. Oh, nice save. W save. W respawn. What are some tips to get better at the game? Just play it a ton. Once you've been playing it a real ton, you probably could get up to like champ or diamond without even thinking about it too hard. And then try and focus on certain training stuff and replay. Maybe watch a replay from a different player's perspective, like a teammate or an opponent. Nice 50, Rawas. Come on, Rule 1. Great fake, great 50.
Knew exactly what to do there to double up Rule 1's lead.
We've seen that before from Rawas. Just get that ball in front of his car.
For training, watch KevPert videos. Best computer to switch from Xbox? I don't know. I've actually been looking to upgrade my computer too. I've been looking to get like a super upgrade for a streaming computer. You don't need that for just playing Rocket League on PC. But yeah, there's really no like easy answer on where to get a PC. It's probably different for every area. And
they were the aggressor in game 4.
Twisted Minds win one game. Rule 1 wins one after. So you just go in game 7, or I guess that wouldn't even be game 7. No, that would be game 7. There we go. Come on, Rule 1. Come alive. Come alive.
Look for that pass. This has worked for him before. Great control.
Nice. W team plays.
That is just a cherry on top.
That's the game style they've been looking to do since
But Rake, am I?
One.
I got Grand Champ for the first time in original Season 9. It's the first time I got rewards. I actually got it the season before. But, so original Season 9, was a few years ago, and I've gotten Grand Champ rewards ever since. I'm like low Grand Champ 1. Do you think your 1's casting abilities would transfer into 3's casting abilities? A little bit, but not as much as you'd think, maybe. Like my 1's game analysis is way ahead of my 3's game analysis, I think. Or at least it's way ahead of my 2's. Because you just, believe it or not, watching thousands of games of one game mode actually teaches you a little bit about how to analyze that game mode. And I haven't casted like thousands of 3's games. So at Gamers 8, they definitely need you and Johnny for the 1's matches. Yeah, it'd be sick, but I don't think they're going to have me. I will be there, but it will be basically as a fan, I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to be working anything, which is too bad. I might try and talk to somebody and be like, come on, put me on the desk so I can talk about 1v1s. I'm the second most qualified person in the world. Did Justin retire? Not that I saw, and I think I would have seen that.
Locally as well. Twisted Minds.
Water helps the brain, true.
Was that one game that they can ignore, or is there something they
Oh, someone asking why they drink water? I would do it out of nervousness too, but it's also just good to be hydrated. I could see myself every time after like a game or something, I'd take a sip. The series is such low level.
We know that they have what it takes, but Rule 1.
Yeah, I guess it's not out of this world. Next level.
Run in Boston, the team that made the top 8 to skip straight to
not like it could be.
The #1 seed out of MENA.
Last game was the first game you really thought Rule 1 was better. Can I read your message? Of course, Dino Nugget. Your friend told me that he retired about a year ago. Your friend lied to you. Justin is still playing. He's just on his team is just worse now. So he's not as involved in these big events.
For Twisted Minds, in my opinion, it's a case of...
Can Falcons beat Vitality? I personally think no one can beat Vitality.
Life left. You lose here, you are out. It's a relatively successful season, but not the glorious one that you crave.
Justin is looking for a new team. Do you guys think NRG is going to stay in Rocket League, or are they just going to find another team around Justin, or what do you guys think?
Well, one team will have to drop this game. One team.
Are you down to play a 1v1 against Johnny? Yeah, I'd do it. I think Johnny's probably better by a little bit,
We saw things start out heavily in favor at Twisted
based on
Minds,
like
but
his
Rule 1,
historic
they've been confident.
rankings. But I don't think it would be like terribly mismatched. I think I might play more matches than he does, and I play like 8 a season, and he plays 0. So I think, you know, we don't really play a ton. Can the coach play if something happens? No, but they do have subs. I don't know if AMS is there. Rule 1 has a sub, AMS. I don't know if he's there. But in theory, yeah, if somebody were to get like injured, you could sub somebody in.
Playing so much better in these later games was really the start.
You guys would have to play and cast your own game. Well, if you've seen the YouTube comments on every single YouTube video, you'll see that they want apparently Jack to commentate it.
Down though from SMW, Mawson will catch it on the dribble, picks up the boost. Wanted to take it airborne, but Venom was there quickly to challenge.
Every time Rule 1 have the ball in their half, Twisted Minds charge forward, try and pin
When the sub isn't there to substitute, so they get the substitute to substitute. The substitute. No, yeah, those don't exist. If you don't have your sub and someone got like injured, I think that they basically just forfeit, or someone would just try and play with, you know, an injured hand. There's been kind of stuff like that when certain players have terrible internet. I saw somebody try and play with like 999 ping once, just so that their team could try and 2v3. That was very interesting. I think that was Virtuoso, who had to play with like 300, not even 300, like 1,000 ping.
That was going to come so high though. It's dangerous right now for Twisted Minds. Rule 1 get away with it.
Kind of sad Venom isn't in the Venom. Venom never plays the Venom.
He's been struggling with those touches in the corner. Now we see a demo on Mawson from SMW.
Look at Rawas upfield, dude. Rawas
right now in this series. Both players, both teams
trying to create, man. Not a position that he normally plays in.
It's really a case of who overcommits first, who makes the mistake. Mawson's coming towards his own goal. Venom shoots, and it can't.
As I say that, Rawas then recovers back after trying to make something happen, doesn't have any boost to pick up, and cannot help to make a save.
Venom able to put that rebound in top shelf.
There's just the kind of like an aggressive play like that is something that Rawas is normally not doing, where he uses a bunch of the boost in his tank just to try and earn like a slight edge. Ooh, that's the kind of stuff that Killiers does normally. Ooh, imagine a bump.
You were wondering if he was going to get bumped from that player coming out of the net, but able to hit that over to the corner.
Rule 1 coming out hurt despite going behind. Venom though almost gets in ahead of the Rule 1 teams. As he
nice spawn, Killiers putting himself right in the play. SMW, so speedy. What if Nupo joins Rule 1? Well, then they'd have Nupo.
Called into action in the corner. And Venom takes control. Twisted Minds, the more control they have of the ball, the happier they will be.
He's such a good defender and attacker. Yeah.
Which Killiers just about gets that wide.
I mean, I think some players just like to play with the whole field in front of them. I know Daniel is that way too. I actually think it's a pretty common play style from one's mains. They will often want to like control the entire game, which you can do from the last back position, you know.
Into the center. Twisted Minds arriving. Senzo shoots yet again. A rare clear touch for Venom.
Yeah, so Killiers won the MENA MVP,
Here is Venom up against
but they did you guys see in Johnny's interview? They asked all of the Falcons who the best player on Rule 1 is, and they all said it was like Rawas. No question.
Venom takes Rawas out. Boost for Senzo.
Which is interesting.
No one to pass to. You saw that demo mix up the rotations for
Can anyone in Rule 1 speak English? The coach speaks good English. I think the players, I mean, I don't know how much they speak English. They don't try. Like when I met them, I don't think any of them tried to say anything other than my name, which isn't English, it's just a name. But, ooh, this is just, should be able to clear it.
Gets it over the corner and does enough to prevent SMW
Come on, 30 seconds.
Rule 1 have to do more, though. They have to score, or else they face a couple of match points. Moston booms it long.
Killiers W speed? Oh, you love to see it. Just not enough follow-up.
Where is the next Rule 1 player? Venom has one, but it's not a pass. It's going to be a goal.
You think Sunless speaks good English? Yeah, Sunless has pretty good English. I don't know, those Texans.
Venom will waste even more time.
That's another one.
In frustrating fashion, Rule 1 go 0-2 down, and Game 5 is lost. Moston, you can't blame him for
this is so scripted. It's only scripted if we win. It's only scripted if Rule 1 wins. It's Jover? It's not Jover. I mean, this game's Jover. But the series is not Jover. What did we say last stream about Game 7? We love it? Yeah, we want Game 7. Didn't TRK say Moxie was the best ones player? He said, his phrase was, who's the toughest ones player to play against in ranked or something like that. Like, who do you have the toughest time beating? And all of their answers were Moxie. I think everyone has a really tough time beating Moxie in ones, and they said because he's basically a ones main. Tell me how Twisted Minds are actually good enough to be Mina's #1 after not being anywhere close to the Falcons in Rule 1 in the winter. I think that's not true, right? Were they really nowhere close in the winter? They were always getting better and better. They were always like a good team. I don't know if they were like that far out. And SMW's leveled up big time. Players are just getting better, man. Senzo's still good. SNW and Venom are grinding.
Twisted Minds here now might have to pay the price. That is unbelievable. Twisted Minds is not supposed to win this series.
Our Champions Field's getting loud.
I mean, it was Twisted Minds, man, who looked like the better team in the games they played previously, which is tough. Because of Moxie's offensive pressure, he shoots decent shots and starves the opponent. Yeah, he's just a good ones player.
Wow.
The best way to describe it, let's go, dude. Mawson is literally saying, I'll do it myself. I will do it myself. I don't need any help. Dude.
Rule 1 as well from the ground. Of course it had to be a ground play, a solo play, getting past 2 Twisted Minds defenders who were left hapless in goal. 7 seconds in, it's not the start that Twisted Minds would have wanted. It might get even worse, depending on how Rule 1 attack this kickoff.
It's a long lob. Rawas demoed right after the clear. That gives Senzo space. Senzo.
I honestly don't mind if Rawas kind of turtles up a bit. I feel like we actually play pretty well when Rawas turtles up, especially with a lead.
Worked out in the end because it meant the ball would fall towards Venom, who's been so effective for them so
far. But Mawson and Killiers need to not really turtle up. Just like Rawas needs to, like right here. Unless he gets, yeah, I don't know. Dude, what I tell you.
In a race to the corner boost.
I don't know, we'll see.
Now hunting for a demo.
Rawas needs his 100. Rawas has got his 100. He's back on in net, so we're chilling. Rule 1 kind of overrated. Well, the Rule 1 that played at the major was not overrated. And if Rule 1 could just become that team again. My top 3 teams are still BDS, Vitality, and Carmine, but not in that order. I guess it's Vitality, BDS, Carmine, since BDS just beat Carmine again. Or again? I don't know if again, but they beat them. Rule 1 is the same as the Falcons last year. Yeah, Falcons were even stronger, though, at the Spring Major. Dupo is definitely better than Mawson. I mean, Mawson is just carrying the team right now, so... Oh, nice! W. Why did Venom... Yeah, did they think that they were going to... Oh, Venom pulled off maybe because Senzo's up? Come on, Rule 1. It ain't over. It ain't over till it's over, baby.
they've been able to call that out, just send one player with confidence. That was a savable ball. But now they find themselves trailing by 2.
Senzo meets his opponent in the center. Mosan charges it down again. Rule 1 defending so aggressively right now, not letting Twisted Minds break free. Twisted Minds break free. Senzo shoots it to the top.
Wow.
The counterattack works.
That looks like a break free to me.
Placement from Senzo.
That's an insane shot, dude.
This shot. Look at it.
It didn't need to be that good. the net was a lot more open than that. But of course, he put the best shot ever on.
It is never that easy, Cole. Not when the stakes are this high.
You never seen a series swing so back and forth? Well, hopefully it stays swinging. And Twisted Minds don't just take over.
Over SMW, the ball falls. Moston turns it down now. No one getting jumpy. The composure remains high.
Venom going for the 50 in the air.
I don't love this by Mawson.
As well. SMW tapping that ball back down. You can
Indecision on the back wall. Get it out of here. You think of esports as an unreliable job? Oh, definitely, man. As a pro, I mean, it's just in general, it's probably less reliable, but especially as a pro, it's probably least reliable. Just like guaranteed has an expiration date. In the next few years, you know, you can't stay at the top forever. Extremely stressful.
Here's SMW. Follows it himself. Ruas is up, but he's going to be bypassed. So close to SMW getting that double tap. Couldn't quite do it. But Rule 1, the defending's looking awkward.
Seen so many MENA players mess up because of the backboard.
And Ruas almost gets the block. Mosan finally gets the clearance. And you saw
Reset, first touch. Love it, dude. You know he's going to go for it.
And now Venom in the air, buying time for his teammates. This one will be high at the midfielder.
Yeah, it's incredibly competitive, and your job is performance-based. It's really tough.
Very rare clean touches. Ruas does get one.
No amount of money going to a potential retirement. I mean, you could put some of the money you're making towards like retirement, but yeah, you're not going to make enough from 15 to 22 years old that you can like be done working by any means.
Senzo doesn't make contact. There's the pass.
Ooh, Venom needed to.
He's looking for a rebound. That pass catching him by surprise, but still there's much pressure building for Twisted Minds. Senzo, high tap. He's demoed off the ball.
It's a good first touch.
Get it out.
Puts Rule 1 a little bit of a pickle, but they do manage to get away from it.
Rawas rotated back. You love to see it. Ooh, a little chip over one. All right, Rawas, get back. Get back. Be our brick wall.
Maybe for Twisted Minds.
Senzo getting that clear and also able to pick up that mid. Venom will have to retreat back.
How much do pro Rocket League players make? It's different for different regions and teams and stuff. But like, nice, that's another one. The top teams from the top regions, I think, are making like at least 6 figures, if not a bit more. But it's a steep drop off, I think. So like, you know, bubble players are making just nothing, and mid-level teams probably making, I don't know, somewhere in between. I think it's like very few are able to make that much. You never understood why it's such a young esport. I think because it's a young game as part of it. Because it's also console. I think that has a lot to do with it. It's like mainly a console game, or most people find it through console.
Led by Mawson, 2 goals that game for Mawson, who has been that spark that Rule 1 needed offensively.
You could use the attention of being a top player to be a streamer. That's true, and I wish more people did that, but not a lot of people do.
In the MENA region, they meet here in Dusseldorf with only.
There is a match between Falcons and Rule 1. Who will win? Right now, probably Falcons.
It's a beautiful thing.
But Rule 1 is finding their stride here a little bit. I think it's less about young people's fast twitch muscle and more about their malleable brain. Butterflies are all over your stomach. Yeah, this is tense, man. Do you think people who started playing Rocket League in 2022 can go pro in 2024, 25? Yeah, if they're 13.
And that is the stakes that we are talking about. Everything on the line. No more room for mistakes. We've seen mistakes
Because
on both
older people
sides.
have problems learning new mechanics, so young ones dominate. Yeah, it's just
Both teams calling timeouts early in the series, having to fight through adversity.
as time goes on and more of the meta is found and more of the mechanics are found, and maybe more kids start from the very beginning knowing everything, like maybe those kids will stay in the game longer. But a lot of the pros actually suggest that, oh, let's go! Rawash just booming to himself. Look at the pace, man.
A step too slow. The handicap is what we're all
Back to the ball quick, man.
The freebie from the kickoff. How much of a difference will it make? Sometimes on Champions Field, matches are tight. That one's going to change that. We might be in for a slugfest here as
Rawas, dude. Rawas just showed a lot there. By front flipping out in front of that play with both teammates back. Oh my goodness. That shows a mentality that he's playing with in Game 7, which is not the one that I necessarily expected. Certainly after going up 1, you know, expect to see that ultra defensive Rawas, but he is just gung-ho.
It's sizzling out here, but so far it remains 1-0 to Rule 1.
Come on, Rule 1. I want to watch more Rule 1 matches. Oh, that's a controller DC or something, right? Oh, no, it's not. What was Senzo doing? Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah. You could just tell that we were on Senzo's perspective.
What a time for a pause.
Wow.
Horrible for your heart. Is this the performance directly how they feel mentally? Is their performance directly how they feel mentally? Not sure what you're asking, but does it feel like Rule 1 is playing better or faster? Oh, definitely look like they're playing faster.
And we are still waiting.
At the start of this game, they just like started going Mach speed for some reason.
A pause, Cole, and I mean, Game 7.
Where's the heart rate monitor? I don't know. Dude, I love the cheers for Rule 1.
This is an interesting time to be forced to take a break. If you're Rule 1, what are you thinking?
Rule 1.
Rule 1 right now, what I'm thinking is that there's 10,000 people in here and they're rooting for us. It seems that Rule 1 are favored over here by the EU.
Rule 1. Does their direct performance affect their mentality? Sure it does. I think Rawas is playing with this to throw Twisted Minds off. Yeah, I'm assuming that they have some different game plan. Whether Cresper drew it up or what. Sunless got to be freaking out. Yeah, Sunless is probably in one of those boxes or something up there. Freaking out. Indeed. Are you hired by Rule 1? I am. I do their team streams. But they didn't want to do a team stream for today with the crowd.
Champions Field is where everything will be decided. And so far, Rule 1, they've looked dominant out of the gate. The pass. Boston to Rawas.
Did you guys all see the video that Sunless made on the longest overtime in RLCS history or whatever?
Neck and neck this whole way.
That was a great video.
The assist for that first goal was from Moston, a player who, you know,
any reason why you're streaming on YouTube over Twitch? I like to, I mean, anybody who watches these VODs is going to hear me answer this question like a million times, but it's pretty unique, so I don't mind it. I like testing it out. I think streaming on multiple platforms is probably a good idea. I think that the watch party Twitch space is very saturated. I think a lot of people have decided what, what watch parties they want to watch on Twitch. And I think almost nobody is doing watch parties on YouTube as far as I know. So it's probably a good place to do them there. And then it's a chance for me to talk to the YouTube only frogs live, which is nice. So I think there's a lot of benefits. But I don't know, maybe I'll go back to Twitch at some point, but for watch parties. Stop dissing us? Wait, how am I dissing you guys?
We absolutely love it. Twisted Minds, they went a goal behind from kickoff.
The YouTube only frogs? Yo, there's no problem with the YouTube only frogs. I'm here because I like you guys.
Venom's been the star for Twisted Minds.
YouTube only here, glad to see you live. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's not a diss. You can watch just on YouTube if you want to just watch on YouTube.
Will he be what puts Rule 1 over the top?
Question as well is who dealt with that timeout better? Who's going to come out taller and stronger? Find their peak in this performance.
All right, they tried to unplug their controller to time us out and to stop our momentum, but it's not going to work. Oh, look at that. Boom. Love to see the miss. Dude, look at Rawas. That is a mentality change. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but Rawas full diving on like a shot that like isn't guaranteed to work there, right? Like, but what I feel like what that does is it starts to suffocate Twisted Minds, and they start to feel like every single touch is gonna have Rawas showing up. You know, like every single touch they make, they have to rush it because someone from Rule 1 will be there. And I think that ends up building up in a hard to quantify way when they do it correctly. Of course, if they fly by the ball and leads to free nets, then it does the opposite. it gives Twisted Minds a ton of confidence, but Rawas has done a good job so far with his aggressive style.
Stenzo tries to find SMW. He does, but there's no one on the right wing.
And you could see the idea, hoping that a teammate would be there.
Every time
would have been an excellent setup.
Twisted Minds have been able to get like 2 touches in a row, they're useless now.
This is not the time to be timid. Now
attack, attack, attack. Love it, Killiers. Yes. None of this passive pre-jump.
Venom wins that one cleanly. Twisted Minds having the better of the challenge game at the moment. Normally Rule 1 stronghold. Does have that one cleaner though towards
yeah, nothing you can do there, Killiers.
1 or 2 mistakes understandable in this situation.
They're gonna have Rawas hard stuck goalie instead of rotating. You don't think they'll make it far? Yeah, no, that's true. I think it's possible to rotate and still tend to be back.
The time is melting away.
My baby's gonna be a boy.
The looming sense that their season may be coming to an end. That is only going to speed them up.
Come on. Come on, Rawas. Rawas on offense, baby. I told you that Rawas would be MVP. Right now, I don't know, it's probably still Mawson. It's definitely close. Honestly, it's probably Mawson. Mawson has just kept them in the series. Like, without Mawson, this is just... It's not even close.
SMW hoping to control. There's a pop. Dodges the bump. But it was given away to Rawas.
In 15 years, he's going to be the next Zen. I don't know, man. I wasn't really that good at video games, you know. Grand Champ isn't exactly impressive.
Stenzo couldn't get behind it. Huge from Mossam, the brick wall time and time again for Rule 1. SMW's going for bumps, but Mossam can clear long. 50 seconds left for Twisted
Attack, attack, attack. Love it. Love that challenge. Look at how awkward. Look at how awkward their offense is. Look at how awkward their offense is. No, he missed. He left it for Rawas. Padding his stats. Dude, this is looking so much better for Rule 1. So much better. Look at the smiles. Look at the smiles from Rawas, dude. You guys can't see him because he's covering your... What if I move you guys to here? I don't know if that's better.
Rule 1, so close to the finish line.
But then you can see the cameras. No, that's like over the top of anything. But
victories like this one is exactly how they do it. Twisted Minds will keep on coming.
Rule 1 versus SSG.
SMW's chasing, but it's just a bit loose from him.
SMW will have to pull off something magical right now. Gets slowed down. Stenzo, weak hit.
They just looked like Rule 1 again. I mean, it's like as simple as that. They just started diving. They started playing fast. They started suffocating. Nice win, Rule 1. Clears for the fans? Nope. Jeez.
It was not an easy series for them. At times, it looked like they were down and out.
Hey, Twisted Minds, you're only here because we let you. We're only here because we were able to get you the spot.
it's tough. Even though they were playing with house money in this event, to go out in Game 7, always painful. But they have staked their claim for next season.
You're so sad MENA teams had to go against each other. Yeah, it's tough. I think Twisted Minds is a good team.
And it's frightening, you know, seeing
They brought them here and they sent them home. Exactly.
I mean, it
Exactly.
took MENA to beat MENA. You know, it's frightening to see how quickly this region is getting to this level. They are true contenders. All three teams here from MENA.
Yeah, Rule 1 played poorly, I would say.
Rule 1 now will face Space Station Gaming.
Oh, he's trying to get Rawas. We want Rawas for the interview. Rawas is like, no, Cresper. Cresper's got it. No, we want you, Rawas. Nobody else. Come on, Rawas. Once you do one interview, you know, then you realize they aren't that scary. And you'll be ready to do more interviews.
Every match today has had a loser that's having to go home, but these two teams still so much respect from each other.
Killers had a rough series. I wouldn't say Killers is the MVP, but he had some nice saves, I think I remember. They didn't shake hands? No, they went and fist bumped everybody.
That's the battle. That's the journey that you sign up for.
You need some diamonds. Which one's Rawas? Rawas is on the right. I'm pointing at my monitor like you can see. This one's Rawas. This is Rawas right here.
They've got a lot left
That's
in the tank,
that's Rawas.
And after they were ultimately so poor as well against G2,
that is Mawson, and then Killers just stood up over on the left.
Nothing easy, just a challenge for them.
Mashallah, great performance by Twisted Minds. Good job to them. Yeah, they played well. We got Cresper.
Down to one final game between MENA and Rule 1. You come out on top. I'm here with the coach Cresper, and congratulations are in order to you. But your performance in Boston at the Spring Major is what brought this team here. Tell me what it's like to now send that team home.
Is Vitality playing tomorrow? I don't know. I can double check. Let me see.
صراحة تويستد مايند فريق يستاهل انه يكون هنا ويستاهل انه يكون من ضمن التوب 16 وانصدمنا صراحة اني قابلناهم بس
Yes, they are.
ما احنا جبناهم احنا طلعناهم.
Vitality is playing tomorrow.
واتمنى لهم التوفيق صراحة في الجاي.
Honestly, Twisted Minds definitely deserve to be in the top 16, if not even more. But, you know, we got them here to the tournament. We kicked them out. It only makes sense that way.
It absolutely
True.
And, you know, you've got a pretty good player on your team in Killers, the MENA MVP. Talk to me a little bit
Mawson
about
carried
what
until the
it's
Rawas
like
wake up.
all of that
Honestly,
hard
Mawson
work
was
and
the
dedication
MVP.
that's put into this game.
Mawson, I don't know if you guys agree, chat. Everybody type who you thought the MVP for Rule 1 was. I think I'm going with Mawson. I think that game isn't even relevant if Mawson doesn't just like absolutely just clutch up and keep them in it. And it's not like Rawas got a couple of the final goals, but yeah, I think Mawson was the man. How well can you communicate with the Rule 1 team, considering they don't speak English? I did not really speak with the players much at all.
Of course, everybody in the community knows that, you know, Killers and Rawas are brothers, twins in that way. It's an extra factor on the team. But he is an incredibly dedicated player, and seeing his growth over time from, you know, teammate to here playing on the big stage is incredible.
Now this roster
Was that about Mawson?
has been absolute fireworks since they've taken the scene. You guys got top 4 in Boston. What is the secret?
Are you watching the FaZe game? I don't know. You guys want to watch the next one? I might end the end of this one though.
Domination.
I think you might want to go watch the FaZe one on Roll Diz's stream.
شو بيخليكم كفريق انه تضلوا تطمحوا لاكبر واكبر واكبر؟
الاجتهاد والشغل، يعني احنا ما احنا جايين هنا عشان بس نشارك ونطلع، لا احنا جايين هنا وعندنا هدف، والهدف ان نفوز في البطولة، وقاعدين شغالين كل يوم وعندنا الهدف هذا.
Other than Twisted Minds, what other MENA teams? There's the Falcons too.
Dedication. It takes a lot of time to perfect your craft. But you get here, we are not here just to get into the stage and be eliminated. We want to make it all the way to the top or break our own record. Inshallah, we can make it happen.
We'd love to see that here. And one thing about
Inshallah, we can make it happen.
Deliver every single time that they play up on this stage.
I like that he doesn't translate Inshallah.
Series all the way to Game 7, but Rule 1 stands strong and are able to send Twisted Minds home.
That was scary, though. That is not how they drew it up. Twisted Minds battled. This is the closest they've been against Rule 1 in most of the times that they actually played each other. 9 times they played, they went to Game 7 once before that, and that's the one they won. So Rule 1 coming out down 3-2. It feels like they're not the Rule 1 we saw in Boston, but they found a way.
You hope FaZe win. Also rolled is they can't dodge a demo. Wait, he doesn't hope that FaZe win.
Losing Game 4, Twisted Minds.
That was not one-sided, no.
That was a little frustrating towards the back end if you're a TM fan. I'm a fan of both squads. I didn't have a say. I didn't have a.
What does Inshallah mean? I think it means like God willing.
Close, we talked about Twisted Minds. They won Game 1. They lost Game 2.
Or like if God wills it.
Uh-oh. Is this happening again? Will they be able to bounce back?
So basically, like if God wills it, we'll play better than we did last time.
I think for a lot of us, though, it's difficult to justify this as the best of both teams. It really was a series where whoever could settle the most was going to be the team.
Why does Crespi need a translator? He doesn't. He actually even did an interview in English
in the
major, but then he switched to going back to Arabic. I think maybe he just feels more confident, but he knows English pretty well.
And Twisted Minds, though, Venom was the cleanup man. He would come in and finish.
That's how you spot a real interpreter. They used to have simple bilingual people interpreting for RLCS, but at least for the MENA boys, they always had a competent one.
And people are like,
you're talking about not interpreting Inshallah?
We could get an upset, but Rule 1,
like basically being able to recognize the words that transcend the language, kind of.
They allowed Rule 1 in Game 6 and Game 7 to score within the first 10 seconds. Both times. When you have
what does mashallah mean? I don't know. The chat tries to get me to say it a lot.
It was so tough. There was 2 kickoff goals. You know, like at the beginning of Game 6, and then the beginning of Game 7, it was Roas again. Both times, it's so incredibly huge to begin on the right foot when you get to Champions Field.
Oh, they're cheering for
when
Joyo.
The pressure is on with the crowd there as
you hope
well.
both MENA teams make it to quarterfinals? Me too, man, for sure.
Like that.
No, again, being able
the MENA
to
teams are good.
Early, sit back and do what
if Rule 1
best,
plays like Rule 1 did at the end there.
There's continuation here at the World Championship. And, I mean, every player here, Bates, had a reason to be talked about here, but Roas
God has willed it. Has willed it is mashallah.
It's the half of the Twinnergy because he's the defensive lockdown.
Or may Allah bless it.
Exactly.
It's a way to say impressive, but in a religious way.
They had the firepower, but you see him already kicking it off. Big saves every single time, holding it down. You need that.
So it's like the past tense. Inshallah is like, hopefully, like if God wills it, and mashallah is like God must have willed it, because man,
everybody around here has to go for
that was nasty.
When they've got someone one-on-one on the goal line, and Rawas can just go, oh, I'll just 50 you. It's going to go past you anyway.
Yeah, he's just going to power through like a couple of Oh, man. And then he got those 2 kickoff goals as well. Huge.
Is RLCS hosted in Europe? It's in Germany.
Right just muscled. Oh, muscled right
if your team wins, mashallah. If your steak was extra good, mashallah. Yeah, so it's like saying God must have willed it because everything turned out so well.
I love that you brought that up, T-Bates, because you see every single one of these plays, not just is the touch really good, the way he lands, every single play that we've seen here, whilst it was successful, was more importantly recoverable. If it doesn't go well, he's not out of the play.
I feel like we've done these sorts of player spotlights for a few days, and it's rare that
Wait, who did they player spotlight? Did they player spotlight Rawas?
3 key moments per segment of replay. Like, oh, that was a great clear and a great demo. Oh, and you're there for the pass at the end. Fantastic, yeah.
Wait.
Wonderful stuff there from Rawas as Rule 1.
Oh, boo! We want Mawson player spotlight.
Win, they have knocked out Twisted Minds.
We want Mawson player spotlight.
Space Station tomorrow.
And honestly, Rule 1, I think they still have to work on a few things. That's the problem sometimes going to the main event basically right away. There's no time to figure things out in this tournament, but they figured it out just in time when they were against match point. Now going up against a Space Station that looked very, very good.
There is 1 match left on the day before we are set with our Saturday schedule. And it'll be Moist versus FaZe Clan. Teams with questions, teams with turmoil coming into the tournament, teams that
Gen.G came in clutch.
Roster changes all throughout the course.
Are we doing Gen.G Mobile 1 as well? Gen.G Mobile 1 aren't playing today.
And
TRK is looking unstoppable. I didn't get to watch it, but everyone was suggesting TRK played really well.
There'll probably be maybe like 10 fans in this arena.
Who do you like more, SSG or Rule 1? Rule 1.
Going to be a problem for FaZe.
It could be a problem, but you know that there's the FaZe fans online. So who's able to show up? 2 huge fan favorites.
Who cares about the online fans?
We're going to take a quick break.
Probably not FaZe.
Come back. Moist versus FaZe will be closing out our first day in front of the crowd for the Rocket League World Championship.
All right, GG's. I think that's probably going to be it for me, chat. Let's go look and see We'll probably do another watch party again tomorrow. I don't see why not. For Space Station Rule 1 is actually nice and early. So then, do we stick around? Vitality is the last last game of the day. Maybe we do 2 different watch parties. Oh no, 10, 11. What's at 9? What about these games? Oh, they're starting super early. Wow. Okay. 6. This is my time. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then they have 10 and 11. Sheesh. Sheesh. It's a long day tomorrow. YouTube again tomorrow? Yeah, probably YouTube again. I don't know. We could try Twitch, but I don't hate the YouTube. If FaZe doesn't self-destruct in game, you'll be surprised. Yeah. I highly recommend, chat, going to check out Rolled Is on Twitch. Rolled Is on Twitch for the next one. But we'll probably be live for Space Station Rule 1, and then we might also do Vitality's match, or maybe both of the elimination matches. We'll have to see. But for today, I sign off. As always, guys, if you can hear me and you're listening to the stream right now, it means you're supporting the stream, which I appreciate, man. Makes it possible for me to do this stuff and maybe one day even do it as a job, which we're not there yet, but we could be. So thanks for hanging out. See you guys tomorrow. Later.